Good day. Pastor Wayne, Hillside Chapel, Jackson, Ohio, back in Father's Word. What did we do? Gifts, 12. With the diversity of gifts, 13. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 1. The way of love is the entitlement here in the King James Bible. The way of love. Charity, agape. Number 26 in your Strong's Concordance means affection, benevolence, or love. I call it love. Paul speaking, 13:1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels. There you go. That always got me. I never believed in speaking in tongues before. I do now. Robin Bullock, Timothy Dixon, they speak in tongues. Languages, actually, instead of some of this goobly gop I've heard around here. Yeah, that's not it. You guys need to go back to the drawing board and have not a charity. That's your word agape, 26, number 26 in the Strong's Concordance. Love. If you have love, I am become the sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. Nothing. Just making noise. That's all you're doing if you ain't got love. 2. 1 Corinthians 13:2. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understanding all mysteries. There you go. That's a good one. We ought to do a study on mysteries. God's mysteries. And all knowledge. And though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. So, hey, what did he say? He can speak in tongues of men, tongues of angels. And he knows all the word. But if he don't have love for his brethren, then he's nothing. 3. And though, and's a polyscendent in there, but it's not running consecutive. 3. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, how many people do you know that do that? Not very many today. Well, why don't God bless me? Well, there you go. And though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. 4. Charity suffereth long, and is kind. Charity envieth not. And you see, you got the print after each one of those. Think about that. Do a little study on it. Charity valueth not itself, is not puffed up. Like Satan, what his downfall was. And I know if you listen to certain people, Satan, Lucifer, they're not the same, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. 5. Doth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, that's interesting, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil. There you go. So charity is a good thing. If you got charity in your heart, you're going to be blessed. 6. Rejoiceth not in iniquity, sin, but rejoiceth in the truth. There's some teeth missing. I don't say rejoiceth too good. Tongue sticks. Oh, I got one tooth missing. But 5. Doth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own. It's kind of like wisdom. Did you ever notice that wisdom is a female entity? Proverbs. Look it up. That's Isha, female, not Ish, male, in the Hebrew tongue. 5. Doth not behave itself unseemly, seemeth not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil. Number 6. 1 Corinthians 13:6. Men ought to think about that. Proverbs, lady wisdom, female entity. Men are workers. What are females? Think about that. 6. Rejoiceth not in iniquity, sin, but rejoiceth in the truth. 7. Beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. That's charity. That's not speaking in tongues or laying on hands or being educated and being a teacher. Charity. Anybody can do charity. You don't need a PhD to do charity. 8. Charity never faileth. Pren. But rather there be prophecies, they shall fail. Rather there be tongues, they shall cease. Rather there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. 9. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. 10. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is part shall be done away with. So when Jesus Christ comes back, boom, it's going to be good times. All the imperfections are going to be gone. We're all going to be in our spiritual bodies, at least all of us that ain't dead, going to be in our spiritual bodies. 11. And then the dead, they got to go through in a flesh body. And we'll get into all that. Well, I think we already have, but we'll get into it again. 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. I haven't did that yet, but I'm working on it. My wife still calls me childish at times, which I prefer to live. I don't want to grow up. 12. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known. Why are you known? Because of your charity, your love. Not darkness, not sin and iniquity. 13. And now abideth faith, hope, charity. These 3, but the greatest of these is charity. So what's Paul saying in 12 and 13? You know, it's all nice to have these gifts that you can do, but charity is the best. Why? Why is charity the best? Let's say you got a homeless person out here and it's raining and it's a cold rain, like springtime or late summer, and you got that cold rain beating down on you and you're sitting with a sign saying, "We'll work for food," or something like that. Of course you know they're not going to work for food. That's beside the point. Show them some charity. Show them a little love. Get them a sandwich. Get them a coat. You know, if you can afford it. If you can't, then study God's Word and give them some inspiration, some knowledge of God. Can mean a lot to a person that's down on their luck. How do I know? I've been there. I didn't live a straight arrow life. And you know, I think God puts us in situations so that we can share that with people as we get older, and maybe have a little compassion for people that's down on their luck. Maybe they ain't the best Christian in the world. Maybe they don't even know God. But show them a little bit of charity, a little bit of love, can change their life. It can change your life. When you do good for people, you feel good. When you do bad for people, you feel bad. So, I'm done with the bad, and I'm in with the good. Pastor Wayne, Hillside Chapel. That's it for today. I'm going to do another one, post both of them, because these two are short, 13 and 14. So, that's it for today. And let's see, we're at 22. So yeah, this was pretty short. What, 10 minutes? And Pastor Wayne, I'll see you on 14. Out.